Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Abigail Meister, and I am from Kansas City over across the pond in North America. And I'm so excited to be here with you today. Welcome to Riman. This is your orientation. At this point, we are assuming that you have watched an opportunity overview telling you all about the company, the product, and just the culture, the business. And today we are going to share with you a little more in depth about the company. We're going to go through the highlights, a high overview of the compensation program, and also just share with you how you can take advantage of this business opportunity right here and right now. Just a little bit of background on me. That's big, but this is my before and after picture. And, I had been in the health and wellness arena for almost 14 years. I am a former sports performance nutritionist, aka biohacker. I've been a personal trainer, and beauty was not an industry that I was too familiar with, but business was. And when I was introduced to Ramon, and I used that skincare, and I had such a drastic transformation within literally 3 days, 2 weeks, 3 months, 6 months. It just kept getting better. I thought immediately, if I can use something and it changes people's face this fast, then you'd be constantly talking about it and it'd be so easy to demo. So we like to say here at Ramon, it's all about use, talk, demo. And for my business mind, that was a really good decision, because it's something that people can see every day. Every day they're asking, what you've done to your skin, why you're glowing. It's the pictures here. That's your greatest, your testimony. That is what leads people to make a move on something. And so we're excited that we have the best product in the world at a time where Korean beauty is on the rise. And, that was another business decision that I made, is that I saw in this industry, in the whole beauty industry, it's the number one place people will spend their money. Even, if you remember COVID and the shutdown, people will save even on their health, but they will spend on their skin because you wake up every day, you look in the mirror, and the same thought crosses for a lot of us. I'm aging. What can I do about it? We're all trying to age gracefully, some of us aggressively, but gracefully. And so, also, just looking at Korean beauty in general, it was a huge trend and it was only rising. It's going to be massive and keep growing, projected sales being the number one industry within the beauty world by 2030. And so, if you're looking at a business decision, what is being talked about? Lots of people have heard of Korean skincare. They know it's a buzz for something, but they don't quite know what brand to trust. And Korean skincare has become a very big marketing hype term. And it doesn't mean that the product encompasses the integrity of what we have here at Riman when it comes to holding to the roots and the efficacy and the purity and the cleanliness and the holistic components of why it is number one in the Korean skincare industry. So Raman came in by storm. We were established in 2018. We did 2.5 billion in revenue in the first 4 years before even coming to North America. We're the number one rated K beauty brand. We launched here in North America in March of 2023. And then we went on to Taiwan, Hong Kong, and we're in I'm going to show you a global list later of everywhere that we are at, because that is a huge opportunity. Because even though you're in the UK, I'm in North America, or maybe you're watching from Spain or Italy, or maybe you know you're about to open in Germany. We are all 1 to 2 connections away from someone in a different country where this is opening and exploding. And so, Riman, it's all about rethinking, reimagining, redefining. We're going to take you right now through your system. You've put your hand up, you've already become a planner, and you're excited to get started. So just the first platform to know about is Riman.com. This is where you can enroll other partners, other planners. This is where you can enroll your customers. It manages product orders, it's your CRM, your sales management system. You can track your team performance. You have your business and marketing tools, and you can run your commission reports. So you're just going to always go to Riman.com, and then you're going to put in your username and password, and it's going to take you to your personal mall, your personal account. Okay. So as you can see, one of the first things that comes up once you go to your office, rbo.reman.com, or you just get to it through the front end of reman.com, log in and go to your account, go to your office. You can see, your sponsor. You can see how many people are in your team, how many orders have processed that month, your customers. Each month, you can race towards retail commission bonuses. We'll get into that, and you can really see your tracker. That last slide there at the end, you can see that bar. I love watching it. I log in every day. I look at it as you continue to spread your ripple effect of this and bring on new planners, bring on new customers. That volume will continue to rise and move you through the next ranks, which means more income coming your way. You have your own personal shopping site. Here is your personal mall. And this is the links that you would share with people that are wanting to order. So you have a shopping referral link, you have a customer enrollment link, and you have a planner enrollment link. You can customize your mall. So you need to just get in there, and you would go to my page, my personal mall. You can put your name on it so that when you send your link to someone and they come on your website, they're secure in knowing that they are shopping with you. And I don't know about you, but what a beautiful business model that you can share a link and the company drop ships it for you. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. At one point, I created a tea company, had to do all my own labels, all my own packing, all my own shipping. By the time I got the business up and running, I was absolutely burned out by 1,000 little things that I had to take care of that was really outside my passion zone of just talking and sharing and spreading the brand. And so this is why I love this business model, is because I don't have to do the website. I don't have to create the marketing materials. I don't have to go get the all the certifications on the product. You literally have a business in a box, and all you have to do is use it, talk about it, and demo it. So it's a dream career for, a mom like me who really has limited time, but wants to be self-sufficient and be able to work on my time. So the next system that you have is called the Drive. And in the Drive, you would go to exploreremon.com, and you can type in password 123. Another way to get to it is just scroll to the very bottom of after you've logged into remon.com, and you can see right down there it says the Drive. Okay, so there's two kind of ways to get into it. But in here, you have product one sheets, you have all your social media materials. If you're a business within the walls, you can be printing stuff out and you can be promoting it. You can send it to FedEx and blow up banners. But this is where you're going to find all that information, company videos, training, things that this is just where we keep everything. And that's incredible. All your marketing one place, one touch spot. So now let's get into the fun part of launching your business. In the drive under tools, you're going to see this sheet. It's called launching your business. And it's so important that when you join, you create your goals. You want to create short-term goals. You want to create long-term goals. You want to also create. And when I say create, I mean spend some time, write down why you're doing this business. Because the number one reason why people may not find success in this business is because they have to become their own employer and their best employee. And sometimes it's just you have to have that inspiration. You have to be the one to set your work hours. You have to be the one who manages your activity. You have to be the one who tracks your progress. You have to be the CEO of your business who goes out and forms a team. And you're the one who's accountable to bring in X amount of customers every month. And do you know how much that could pay off in 3 years with consistency? Even if you just brought in 5 customers a month, what does that look like at the end of the year? What does that look like in 2 years? What does that look like in 5 years? I will tell you at Black Friday this past year, my business tripled in volume because we had different, here in America, that's a big shopping day. I know you guys have Boxing Day. People are looking to buy. And so that's very exciting when the company is putting together cool bundles that people want to gift or buy, and you've accumulated X amount of customers over the years. So, a little bit every day. What we do is not hard. It's the consistency and it's knowing your why and why you're going to do a little bit every day that can really grow you a legacy business here. So you want to share that. Print this out, write out your short-term goals, maybe the first 3 months. It's tangible. I need to pay for my kids' new uniform and tennis shoes. I need to make an extra 500 euros a month to offset my car payment. I need to make an extra 1,000 euros a month to pay down some debt I've accumulated that working my 9 to 5 just isn't tackling. Okay. Everybody should have a side business, a side hustle. We're living in the gig economy where everybody just needs a little bit extra. This is a beautiful business in which you can do that. Okay, so let's get on to as you've created your game plan, as you're setting your goals and your vision, you need to come in with product. Okay, you can't have a business without product. You can't make a transformation on your face without product. All right, when I came in, I wanted to come in at what's called the manager level. And if I bought 2 of those business builder kits, that, if you can see down there, it has 1,500 SP and attached to it. That got me 3,000 SP, and that's manager level. It opened my spot up to immediately make 20%. Now, that was an investment, but as I told you before, I was familiar with the sacrifice and the cost of starting up my own business from that tea company I had done. I'd put in a lot more than 3,000 euros to start up my own tea company. And the beautiful thing about this is you are going to eventually use all that product, but this creates you an opportunity to have a borrow bag where while you're having conversations, while you're, expanding it through your network, you could literally have a bag that somebody borrows for 3 days, and then another person for 3 days, and another person for 3 days. And when that bag leaves, I saw orders coming in. I also had enough backup product to have K-pop parties and have a demo set. So, yes, it's an investment on the front end, but what business do you ever start as an entrepreneur where it's not an investment on the front end? But if anything, you must get enough product for your own skin to have a transformation so that you can be a walking testimony of the product. Because that's when people will make a move, is when you're experiencing the change, the difference, and everybody else is seeing it on you as well. So, here are the different starter kits that are available to you in your first 30 days. And it also has some free products in it. And so take advantage of that if you have just got started here with Riman. And you buying it will count towards your first bit of volume to get you through the different ranks that open up more income. Okay. So your global shop here is you have your online shop, which we just talked about. We talked about sharing your links, but I told you I would tell you where all we're open. So there's a list on the left of everywhere that Riman is open. So if you have contacts there, that's who you're calling. That's who you're networking with. South Korea, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, United States, Canada, Mexico, UK, Japan, Chile, just opened in Ireland, Spain, Italy, Colombia, Peru. And coming next, coming in the third quarter, like in the next month or two, is France, Romania, Germany, Thailand, Ecuador, and fourth quarter, Australia. I am so excited about this because even if I don't know someone directly there, I'm always looking for someone who knows someone. So incredible expansion that we've already had in such a short amount of time. On that form that you printed out, I just want to make sure you're checking off as you're going through your orientation. You've written it out. And after you write this out, I want you to get back with your sponsor and I want you to share it with them. And I want you guys to go over the first three ranks together. This is what we call the affiliate ranks, okay? There's so many women online right now as digital marketers, right? Affiliate marketers. Most of them are making pennies on the euro, putting on different outfits every day, or getting a link set up with a company they love. We're living in that world where if people love something, they get a link and they promote it. So your first three levels here at Riman is planner, manager, and senior manager. Senior manager is the top of the affiliate program. These ranks mean that you are making commission off your own orders and those who come in as a planner directly with you or a customer directly to your link. That is a true affiliate program. And so as you create more volume through your own purchases, through customer orders or planners, other business partners joining you, as your volume climbs up, it unlocks more commissions. So planner, when you initially join, 10%. Ain't nobody going to stay at 10% who wants to work a big legacy business or even a medium business. All right. We want you to get to manager and then senior manager as fast as possible. So set that goal date, set that date when you achieve it, and think about how would I want the rest of my team to run after this? Momentum loves speed. I can tell you in this business, if you will just attack this and, really focus on getting through these first three ranks as quick as you can, you will be shocked at then how that momentum will carry you into the next ranks. Okay. So here's just a little, I'm a big picture visual person, but here's the first one. Let's say you had bought that middle package that had the 1,000 SE attached to it. And for me, when I was getting started, I wanted to go immediately and form a team. I knew I could sell product the rest of my life. I knew I could share this with every woman who has skin. But from a business point of view, I wanted to set up a team because I wanted us all moving together and I wanted the results to be compounding. So, isn't it more fun to have a team? So I went and I had business conversations about the world's number one Korean skincare company that was launching. And would you like to do this with me? I'm really excited about it. Best product in the world, unbelievably financial, sustainable, great leadership, culture, company. Are you looking for more income? Do you want to do this with me? And if they come in, if you have two people that also come in at that 1,000 pack, there's 3,000 of SP. You're now a manager making anywhere from 20 to 30% retail. Let me tell you the expansion, whether 20 to 30, we have that sliding scale because there are also retail bonuses that can take place each month. So if you sold a 2,000 in SP that month, they give you an extra 5% on the retail. So that's 25%. If you sold 4,000 worth of product, they give you an extra 10% on the retail. So there's bonuses that you get at that rank that opens up more commission. Okay, then we have what's called open group volume. I'm going to wait here. I'm going to get a little more into the open group right now because it makes a little bit more sense. But after you hit that manager, the third layer of the affiliate program is senior manager. Okay, that's 6,000 in volume, and you can make anywhere from 30 to 40%. That includes those retail bonuses. And you're also making the retail bonus off of the people who have come in below you, your open group volume. Okay, so if I am a senior manager and I bring in, let's say, Sally, who is at Planner, I am making 30% off my open line volume, and Sally is making 10% because she's a brand new planner. So she makes the 10% and I make 20% off anything Sally brings in. Okay, so there's a differential. If Sally advances to manager making 20%, then I'll make 10%. So there was an open group, there was a 30% spread, and however your people rank up, you're making the differential. If someone hits your same rank, you make a 5% override. Okay, so that's called open group volume. So you have your commissions, but you also have your open group volume. But you can see there bringing in um, 5 different business partners. You sign them in personally. You all come in with the middle package and you're at 6,000 SP. Okay. So you have 3 months to climb up to senior manager. You have 3 months to get to manager. We have what's called a rolling cycle. If you don't hit that 6,000 in, it's called bonus points. If you don't hit that 6,000 within 3 months, then what happens is the very first month you came on and had orders, that rolls off, and then you have another month to hit it. But I hate for that to happen to people because usually in your first month is when you buy your package. That could be 1,000 in volume. You don't want that to roll off. And that's why I'm saying when you get started, go. Hit it within that 3 month time period so you don't have any of that initial excitement and people you're bringing in that volume roll off because speed loves, or momentum loves speed. Okay, so I just explained some of those. Now, to get paid each month, you just need 3 active customers at the senior manager or manager at this affiliate rank system. 3 active customers. It could even be a customer you had last month ordering again. We don't have to stay on any kind of smart ship or auto ship. And if, for example, you didn't have three customers, it's not that you won't, your money goes away. It will bank in the system until the next month. You hit it with those three active customers, and then you'll be able to get your money out. This protects us from being what people like to refer to as a pyramid scheme because we have to have a certain percent of customer orders. So it's not the buying and selling of spots with no customer acquisition. We are not an illegal pyramid scheme. And because we put this qualification in there, it keeps us safe. Okay. So that's why that's there. So we want to build a healthy business. We want to have customers and we want to have business partners. Okay. Now, you also have what's called the Riman dollar program, where you can earn dollars that can be applied to your own orders. Now, one really cool thing here at Riman is if somebody wanted to buy in at that senior manager rank, if they wanted to just buy because maybe they're bricks and mortar and they want all that product, they can immediately advance to senior manager and even on their own order, they're going to make back 12.5% in cash rebate. And they're also going to make 12.5% Riman dollars. And then whoever they sign in next, they're already at making that 30%. So that's, if you see a need for someone who needs that product, lots of product, or someone who's really thirsty about the business and just wants their first couple sales and planners to be making 30% off of, then they can buy in at that. So here's just a little graphic that shows you that senior manager level once again. This is a display of, you're always going to make your 30% off of the customer. It's 25% cash, it's 5% Riman dollars. And then a planner is going to make 10%, right? So that open line, that override is 20% that the senior manager makes. So, and that's just showing what I talked to you about earlier. Manager, they bump up to taking 20%, then the senior manager over them is at 10. There's 30 to go around. Okay, team leader game plan. This is where it gets exciting, guys. The average income in this business and Riman for team leader is between 5 and 8,000 euros. How would you like that? How would you like an extra 5 to 8,000 euros a month? It's all about creating senior managers. The duplication of senior managers is the fastest way to become team leader. It's about you expanding the conversation and sharing the business opportunity with others. And then once they put your hand up and want to join you, you helping them get to the highest commission rank on that affiliate level. Okay. If you have three separate senior managers and three different legs, it can be five, you can have 5 legs, you can have 6 legs, but you have to have 3 separate senior managers. If you have that and then you have 5,000 in SP within 5 months, that's what qualifies you for team leader. Your commission and that open line will bump up to 40%. Now think about if you're a heavy customer acquirer hitting the 2,000 in retail bonus or the 4,000 in retail bonus, you can make almost 50%. That's absolute insanity in this business to be able to make that off the world's #1 Korean skincare. So your team leader it's that rolling 5-month cycle, hitting 50,000. It's having 3 senior managers and 3 different legs, and having each month having 5 active customers. So at senior manager, it was 3. At team leader, it's 5. Okay. Not going to get too much into the details. We do have full comp plan explanations. So launching your business, I showed you the comp plan. Now, how do you start attracting people, getting volume to get through those ranks? You want to schedule K-pop parties. You want to get that product in and you want to get it in front of people and on people because I can message people all day long, but if I have 3 to 4 women sitting at a kitchen table putting it on, most all of them are buying it. So you want to schedule your K-pop parties. You want to have a first party and a second party date because if someone can't come to the first party, then you can invite them to the second party that you have on your calendar. Okay, you want to make a list that's very powerful to think about who do I know? All right, who do I know that's an entrepreneur? Who do I know that wants to be, just not work at a 9 to 5, wants time freedom? Who do I know that has influence? Who do I know that likes to show up, on their social media every day and tell people about things they like? Who do I know that's in business networking groups, like, business groups, local? Who do I know that just has influence with people? Who do I know in Colombia? Who do I know? So think about the list and write those names down and start having those conversations. So put on it to your orientation date. This is your orientation right now. You're going through everything. All right. And then you want to make sure, especially in your first 90 days, that you watch as many presentations and orientations as possible because it helps your language, it helps your mindset, it gives you the tools that you need. And then you want to look at when your first event would be. And what I mean by that is, we just had Spain launch event. We just had an Italy launch event. In August, North America is going to be doing a big convention. There are people from the UK coming over to that. So write down the next big event going on and see if you can get there. Okay, your convention date. Build your contact list. So I just want to go back over this a little in detail because it's one of the most important things in getting started. 3 simple steps: create your list, write down everyone who comes to mind. Don't prejudge. Your role is to invite, not decide for someone else. Okay. The people you think will do it, don't do it. The people you didn't think would do it, sometimes they do it. It's just don't prejudge. Start the conversation. Momentum matters. Reach out while your excitement is high. Get on these calls, get excited, and then commit yourself to 10 reach outs within the hour after the call while your excitement is high. Think about your family, your close friends, people who are just successful, people who are trusted and influential, people who are constantly connecting people with other people, business-minded people, people who love to learn, just positive people that everybody likes, okay? Go shoot for a goal of writing down 100 names and tack a little bit of it every day. All right? Invite with excitement, invite with curiosity. Can I ask you something? Hey, Melissa, I like to get on the phone with people. Do you have a few minutes? Do you have a few minutes to connect? I may or may not have something that you might be interested in. If there was a way to create an additional income stream around products you genuinely love, would you be open to hearing about it? Okay. I recently came across a Korean beauty company that's expanding globally. It's one of the most exciting opportunities I've ever seen. The timing is right. Rather than explaining myself, would you be open to attending an online presentation like I did to learn more? Okay, if it's a yes, invite them to the next one. If they can't make it, go get them a replay. They're hot. They said yes, they're gonna watch it. And then set a follow-up date. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna send this to you, and then I'll follow back up with you tomorrow. And I'd love to connect and see what your thoughts are. Okay, if they start asking you questions about it, back up. I'd rather not try to explain it because I'm still learning. I'm so excited, but the presentation that I watched does a great job and a better job than I could at this point explaining it. Let's talk afterwards. Okay. Your job is not to convince. Your job is not to share information about the product. Your job is not to talk about the product. You are the librarian pointing to resources and tools, not the library, telling them, feeding them everything. Because once you become an expert on Riman skincare product, they look at you and they think, wow, she's really smart. I don't have time to learn all that information. Wow, that seems very overwhelming. Okay. So don't go just, vomiting on people. Share with them a resource, and that is duplication. Anybody can do that. Here's a little bit on the K-pop party model. Okay, maybe you want to promote online, you want to have K-pop parties, you want to network. It's all of it. You go for all the different ways to just share this and create a ripple in your community. When you're inviting, have you ever heard of K-beauty? The number one K beauty brand has launched into the UK, and I would love to invite you to get a free facial. Okay. Invite them to join. You have set your date. If they ask questions, I was just introduced to it myself, so I don't want to try and explain it. You really just need to come and try it and have it demoed on yourself and get the information. And I can't wait to see you. There's so much opportunity that happens when women are together talking about how wonderful it is. And it's fun and it creates community and culture, and people are looking for that. Okay, when you're organizing a K-pop party, you want to keep it under 60 seconds. You want to focus on fun. You want to create that emotional connection with them, with the product. You want to edify the people who are leading it. If it's your first one and you have a business partner local to lead it, you edify them. If you're off by yourself, you can have your business partner zoom in at the end. This doesn't have to be really proper. It's my first two K-pop parties were having women over to my sink and washing their face with me as we watched a video together. Okay, creating culture. You want to make people feel good when they walk in. Take photos, take videos. If you have people on your team and you're huddling and doing it with other planners, you want to celebrate them. Maybe they've ranked up. You want to share that success so people there are thinking, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. Maybe provide some light snacks and refreshments, have music going, but you don't have to. In fact, I believe the more simple you keep it, the more they think I could do this too. So when it was just me starting it, I kept things so simple so that I could just do as many as possible. And women who saw me do it thought, oh, I can do this too. I don't have to spend a lot of money on food or, unnecessary things. So it was about our relationship together and just having fun and experiencing the product. Okay. Don't talk about who doesn't show up. Don't talk about the science. Don't make it a sales pitch. Don't pressure people. Don't let negative energy come into it. Just have fun with it and be excited. Okay. Use a checklist for, inviting the bowls you need. There's video trainings on K-pop parties that you can watch before you have one. But like I said, my first K-pop party was the video of the girl doing the ritual at my sink. Okay. So keep it simple. Guys, overall, all right, this is the system here. It's duplicatable. It creates powerful results. Enroll yourself, be your own best customer. Start using it, start talking about it, start glowing, get excited about it. Take your before and after pictures. Make a list, have those names down like we went over, set your K-pop party dates, invite people, connect with them, grow, get on the trainings, all right? Follow up with people after you've invited them to an opportunity call. What'd you like about it? Are you ready to get started? People that you're talking to, they're going to be one of two things. They're going to be your next planner working this with you because they want the income opportunity. They see the timing is right. They don't want to miss this gravy train, or they're customers because they're going to have FOMO that their skin isn't glowing like yours. And well, it's hot right now. They've wanted to try it and they buy from people they know, like, and trust. Okay, so that's the system. This right here is our next convention date. I'm so excited about it. I've got a couple friends coming over from the UK. I went over and helped launch it in the UK back in October. And they had so much hospitality there. I can't wait for you guys to come over to Vegas so I can share that back with you. But the date is August 6th and 9th. Get with the person who sponsored you and ask them for more information to help you. But overall, you guys, this has been one of the most beautiful career choices in my life. I feel so blessed by it. All weekend, I was at a basketball tournament. Riman paid for that tournament, paid for the hotel, paid for the uniform, and I got to be present with my daughter. I didn't have to ask off work on Friday. So I absolutely love being an entrepreneur. If I had a job, I'd have to focus on a 40-year plan to promote. Riman, you can go hard at this, expand the conversation, take a hold of the opportunity of this first mover's advantage. You're on a 3-year plan. You can do a lot in 3 years. Okay. I don't want a boss. I have no boss here. A job doesn't offer security. I see people getting let go of every day. I am my own boss here. I can't ever go to not making residual income after I get to experience the power of this business model. And I while I've been in this industry, I've my dad passed away 3 years ago. I was the only one in my family who could really go up and sit with him all day as I worked from my phone, my business. So I absolutely am so grateful for the time freedom that this provides where I can work at anywhere, anytime. This is willable. I'm actually working on a trust right now with some attorneys. I'm putting together a trust, and you can will your business to your children. And there are huge tax benefits as an entrepreneur. It's like when I got to travel to London, which has always been a dream of mine, that there's tax write-offs for the plane, for the food, for the hotels. So it's an incredible to be an entrepreneur and to be able to write off business expenses because this is a lifestyle. So this is about living my dream and not working for someone else's dream. So this is the opportunity that provides that for you. And there may need to be a little switch in your mindset about the difference between an employee and an entrepreneur. Okay. An employee mindset, they work for a fixed or hourly salary. Entrepreneur mindset builds residual income through team and sales. An employee trades time for energy. Entrepreneur leverages time through duplication and systems. An employee looks for job security from employer. An entrepreneur creates personal and financial security through ownership. An employee learns only what is required for the job. I get to wake up every day and invest in myself and personal growth and leadership skills. An employee avoids risk and prefers comfort zone. I'm always looking to embrace, the risk for long-term gain. An employee sets short-term goals based on targets and deadlines. An entrepreneur has a long-term vision with purpose-driven goals they get to attack every day. An employee blames management, company, systems. I get to take full responsibility for my results and growth. An employee works under supervision. I get to work independently with self-motivation. Employees compete with coworkers. I get to collaborate with women from all across the world who have become dear friends, uplift, encourage each other, and duplicate success with new people that we bring on. An employer gives up easily or complains. I get to see new challenges as opportunity and growth every day. An employer is limited and controlled by an employer, and I am unlimited. And based off effort, consistency, and leadership, I can elevate to the next level. An employee mindset expects return after working. An entrepreneur mindset invests time, effort, and resources first, plants the seeds, and then they reap the harvest. An employee mindset focuses on job tasks. An entrepreneur focuses on building assets and helping others succeed. What a beautiful purpose to wake up with every day. If I can just help her in my business reach the next level, we'll both go. And an employee mindset says, I can't, or that's not my job. Entrepreneur mindset says, how can I? and let's make it happen. I feel incredibly blessed to be an entrepreneur, to be at the right place, at the right time, with the right product. And I wake up every day with endless possibilities of how this conversation can expand, who I can bless, and where it can take myself and my family. So I'm so glad that you were able to take a piece presentation. We will get the replay out for you and you can use it with any new planners who couldn't make it live. Thank you guys so much for your time and attention. And we will have an opportunity overview on Thursday for you to invite new guests on to see what you know is true, but you don't have to explain it. You just have to let someone else get on where there's someone else edifying it and doing the peddling for you. That's a pretty easy business. All you have to do is invite. So we'll see you then. Bye.